Good afternoon, everyone. Throughout our history, Good Friday has had a special meaning. It's a day associated with suffering and sacrifice and sorrow, and also with new beginnings, the promise of rebirth and renewal and better days to come. It's also the day an agreement was signed in Belfast to bring peace to our island, ending the troubles in the north. During the worst year of those troubles, the poet Seamus Heaney spoke about what was happening and predicted that if we winter this one out, we can summer anywhere. I know these words have provided inspiration to many Irish people as we deal with this emergency. They remind us that we are in this together, that we can get through it, and that better days will come. To the Irish people, I say thank you. Thank you for your forbearance and for the sacrifices you've made so far. I know that many people are feeling frustrated, captive, and I know the fine weather makes that even harder. We all want to be outside. We want to be with friends and family. We want to see the mountains and the sea. We want to feel that we can go anywhere. We want to be free. And I know it is very difficult, but every sacrifice that we make is helping to save lives. It's making sure that our health service is not overwhelmed. It's making things a little easier for those working on the front line and those backing them up, whether it's support staff, administrators, or partners at home. Because the vast majority of people have heeded the advice of the experts, we've been able to interrupt the spread of the virus. We've been able to shelter the most vulnerable and protect them. Your sacrifices are making a difference. We've slowed the spread of the virus considerably, but unfortunately we have not stopped its spread. We all know people who are suffering and grieving at this time. Too many have died, and sadly more will die and get sick before this is over. So today's message is that we cannot be complacent and we cannot lose focus. What we're doing is difficult, but it is making a difference, and we have to keep going. We need to persevere, and we need to maintain our discipline and resolve. The restrictions we introduced 2 weeks ago were set to expire on Sunday. Today, the expert recommendation is to extend them for a further 3 weeks until Tuesday, May 5th. The government has accepted this recommendation. I know many of us would like to know when things will go back to normal and life will be as it was. We are working towards that time, and we're planning carefully so that we get there safely. The truth is, nobody knows for certain when that will be or how our lives will be different when it comes. All we can do for now is to take one day at a time, to think of others, and to choose hope and solidarity over self-interest and fear. Your decisions will save lives. What may be an inconvenience for some will be life-saving for others. So I'm calling on everyone to do what is asked of them, to be tolerant and compassionate, to think about each other before we think about ourselves. Nothing greater will be asked of any of us. In one of his best collections of poems, Heaney celebrated what he described as the human chain of help that can bring out and bring about an almost miraculous recovery. As Heaney wrote, we were all the more together for having had to turn and walk away. In the days ahead, we must continue to turn and walk away from each other and from doing things we would like to do. But we will be all the more together for having done so. Stay strong, stay safe, and stay at home. Thank you very much.